Hey guys, Marcus Dillon here with Dillon CPAs. Hope you're having a great Friday. Just our commitment to you and kind of the additional clarity that's coming out on these SBA programs, PPP, and then the ultimate forgiveness. Wanted to share something that dropped pretty big last night as far as additional IRS guidance. So what we were kind of recommending from the beginning, just preparing for the worst as far as like SBA came out and said, obviously, PPP forgiveness will not be taxable income to you. But at the same time, given all the previous history of credits and things like that, we assumed that those expenses that were used and paid for by forgiven PPP funds would also not be tax deductible, which that would pretty much be double dipping. And so we kind of knew that this deal was good, but it wasn't that good. So IRS came out and clarified last night with notice 2020-32. We'll share that with you if you really want to geek out on 7 pages of IRS tax law. But it's our job to kind of explain that to you. And the gist of it is any expenses that you incurred and paid with PPP forgiven funds are not tax deductible on your tax return. So an example of that would be you got approved for a $100,000 PPP loan. You used it all for all the right reasons. So $80,000 went to payroll, $20,000 went to rent and utilities. While that may be recorded as expenses on your tax return, on your accounting and your tax return at the end of the day, there will be an adjustment on your 2020 tax return so that you do not actually claim that $100,000, that $80,000 payroll, $20,000 utilities and rent as tax deductible expenses. So what that means is the PPP, the loan, the forgiveness is a great benefit, total benefit. It's just not a $100,000 benefit. It's whatever your net tax rate is. So let's say you're in the 32% tax bracket, you got that $100,000. Your total benefit, kind of after the tax impact of not being able to deduct those expenses, would really be 68 cents on the dollar. So still awesome benefit, as far as a forgiveness of a loan, but just know that with the impact of not having those expenses tax deductible, you're not getting a 1-for-1, you're getting kind of in that situation, 68 cents to 1 benefit. So tax planning is going to be huge for 2020. We're here for you to answer any questions you've got about your exact situation. I know a lot of folks are just focused on reopening, which is the right call right now. But as you reopen, as you get settled in your business, just know that what you're doing with that cash that's coming in is critical. So with something like this, it still was our recommendation from the very beginning to keep folks on unemployment as long as possible, kind of delay those PPP funds if your folks were on unemployment, if they were receiving benefit there, and there just wasn't anything for them to do. In that situation, this kind of further solidified that if you would have brought folks back too early and paid them to do nothing, and ultimately they would have been better. You and them would have been better off on unemployment just because of the tax impact of all this stuff now coming out. So all that to say, if you've got questions, we're here for you. 2020 estimated tax payments, 2020 tax planning, all the way through prep, which is going to go on through next year. So we're here for you. Reach out to us. Happy to chat. Read the IRS stuff if you really want to have an awesome weekend. But other than that, just watch for our upcoming clarification videos or any input that we give on future webinars. So until then, enjoy this awesome weekend and take care. We'll talk to you soon.